Here we are, another edition of Weather for Weather Geeks here on Thursday, the 27th day of July in 2017. And, well, we've got a kind of a challenging forecast ahead for the next 24 hours before it gets kind of easier again as we go into the weekend and early next week. So let's dive right into the details this evening. First things first, when I recorded Weather Geeks this evening about 7:45, we had some downpours in the southern half of Columbiana County, right around Summitville and Salineville and around and just south of Lisbon over towards Guilford Lake. It's just south of there that we have some downpours right now, and there's been a little bit of thunder and lightning with this. This is all drifting pretty slowly off to the south, and this will kind of fizzle out, I think, as we go towards sunset and into the rest of the evening tonight. So this isn't going to be around for too long, and that's really the only game in town. It's a beautiful evening otherwise across our viewing area. We have showers in a lot of southeast Ohio, West Virginia, southwestern PA, and out towards the mid-Atlantic region this evening. A little slice of nice on our visible satellite picture today with some clouds off to the north, some clouds to the south, and we're kind of just in this little wedge of generally sunny weather for a lot of the afternoon today. It was a toasty one. We got into the mid-80s. 85 was our high today, and the dew points mixed down to the lower 60s. It wasn't super crazy humid today. All right, so our high-res modeling doing a decent job of picking up on this little blow-up of downpours in Columbiana County, but it goes away. And then we'll be dry for the overnight. Now, tomorrow's forecast is a challenging one. Now, this model, let's run this all the way out to 10 o'clock in the morning, tries to spark up a couple of showers, especially south of Youngstown by midday tomorrow. And you're going to hear me say this a lot. South and east of Youngstown, I think, is where the higher chances of rain reside tomorrow. We'll talk more about that in just a second. Big picture for tomorrow looks like this. 81 is our average high. The forecast tomorrow is 77. Record high, the century mark, 100, back in 1941. The record low more recent for tomorrow, that was set in 1991. It was a chilly 49 degrees. 14 hours and about 28 or 29 minutes of daylight for you on your Friday. Finally Friday coming up tomorrow. And again, the forecast is kind of a hard one. Now this model here, this is what we call the RPM model. This model has a pretty dry solution, I think, for tomorrow and into tomorrow night. Too dry, I think, keeping all of the moisture basically south of us. It has some clouds around, but keeps the rain away from us during the daylight hours tomorrow and even into tomorrow night as well. I think this overall idea is just a little bit too, what we call, suppressed. I think the moisture is going to expand a little farther north than it has right here. You know, it kind of shunts it down into West Virginia, south central PA. Just not sure that's the right idea based on a lot of the other modeling. And then Saturday morning, you know, this is kind of an interesting idea here. You know, we've been saying, oh, the weekend's great, the weekend's great. I still think it'll be great. But Saturday morning, I don't think it's bright and sunny right off the bat. And worst case scenario, we have a blanket of clouds for a lot of the morning, and then we see the clearing in the afternoon. So worst case scenario, it's cloudy Saturday morning. The afternoon's still going to turn out to be great, and Sunday's still going to turn out to be great as well, as high pressure builds in from the north and west. So show this map on 21 News at 6 this evening, and this is how I have the rain chances broken down tomorrow. Now, the farther north and west you go tomorrow, not going to be much rain. Mesopotamia, maybe up to Champion, Cortland area, Kinsman. Don't think there's going to be much more than a shower or two tomorrow. But I think there can be more substantial rain, a few hours of rain, a few rounds of showers, perhaps even a thunderstorm the farther south and east you are. So Columbiana County, maybe towards North Lima, East Palestine, Newcastle, Grove City, Mercer, New Wilmington, all those places have a higher chance of seeing rain tomorrow and into tomorrow night. So it's one of those days where it just sort of depends on where you live. Now, as far as let's let this. How long does this graphic go? There we go. As far as the rainfall totals, now this is based on the model information for the Youngstown Warren Airport in Vienna. That green line at the bottom, that's the model I just showed you. The RPM model has zip, and I just don't think that's the most likely scenario right now. Notice the GFS is closer to a half an inch. That's the red line. The Canadian model, the CMC is the abbreviation. That's the blue line. It's close to half an inch. And the European model pretty consistently showing between a half and 3/4 of an inch worth of rain coming our way. So the European's the wettest of the bunch. The RPM is the driest. I think the truth is probably a little bit in between. I think a 1/4 to a half an inch worth of rain will be a good average for those who see rain. But again, a lot of us may not see much rain, especially north and west. And again, these numbers are based on the location of the airport in Vienna. Certainly towards East Liverpool and Newcastle and Grove City, those places, you know, you could be on the top end of this. I wouldn't be surprised if some places in our viewing area got an inch worth of rain, just depending on where you are and where these showers decide to go. Here's what I did as far as generalities go tomorrow. The hour-by-hour rainfall chances. Again, this is for the whole viewing area. There's going to be a difference from north to south and east to west, but as a general rule, hour-by-hour rain chances look like this. Don't forget, you can check out your local hour-by-hour rain chances on the Storm Tracker 21 app. It knows where you are, and therefore your hour-by-hour rain chances might be a little bit different than some, but as a general rule, here's what I have the highest chances as we get into the afternoon and evening. Again, still looks like a fantastic weekend. Despite the clouds Saturday morning, sunshine in the afternoon, very comfortable, 73, that's it Saturday. Very cool for late July. A little breeze as well on Saturday. I think Sunday is going to just be wall-to-wall sunshine. Hardly a cloud in the sky. It'll be just fantastic. Great day to find some water, do anything outdoors. It's just a perfect summer day, I think, coming up on Sunday. All right, let's head over and check out the longer range situation here. Let me get rid of my telestrator there. I've been talking about August in some of the videos this week and how it doesn't look like a real hot month by August standards. And latest information bears that out. It will take this in 5-day chunks here. May see a bit of a warming trend in the kind of the 7 to 14 day outlook, so middle of next week and beyond, it may warm up above average for a handful of days. Look what the modeling is doing, though, as we go into that second week of August. A lot of blue on the map for a few periods here, right through perhaps mid-August. Now, it's August, so it's not going to be cold outside, but not seeing a lot of above-average warmth, at least consistent above-average warmth, through at least mid-month. So here's what the latest climate forecast system temperature anomalies look like for the whole month of August, showing a little blue here regionally. So August is likely to go into the record books as, at the very least, an average month, and there's a chance it's even cooler than average. And we haven't said that often over the last year and a half or so. There's only been a couple of cooler than average months. So August has a chance to be that. I think July is going to go into the record books as pretty close to average or maybe a little warmer than average. We'll do the final July numbers in an August forecast coming up early next week. Thanks for watching tonight's Weather for Weather Geeks. I'll see you back here for a Friday night special, and have a great rest of your Thursday.